Well, a big check with big winnings and a letter claiming you won $1 million lottery payout. Boy, it sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But it's actually a basis of a very common scam. A scam Americans lose millions of dollars each year. And for more on what this scam is all about, David Quinlan with the Better Business Bureau joining me once again. Good morning to you, by the way. So how does this lottery scam work?
Yeah, who doesn't want to win $1 million?
I would certainly love that.
Right, exactly. So it starts off with that. Congratulations, you just qualified, or you just won this giant sweepstakes. All you need to do to collect your money is provide some information, and then we're going to charge you a couple fees for administrative costs. And believe it or not, people actually fall for this, and they'll pay those fees up front thinking that the $1 million or whatever their sweepstake money is, they think it's coming into their bank account, and they get strung along over weeks, months, and they always continually have to pay money in order to collect their winnings.
Boy,
it's a big scam.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happening all over the country. There's one particular case, though, that happened in Yakima. A man fell victim to this. What happened in this particular case?
Yeah, there was a case in Yakima. There was also a case in Portland, Oregon. And the similar cases, someone spent nearly $120,000 of their own money. This is the case in Portland, actually. They spent $120,000 over the course of 2 years, wiped out their savings, because the scammer was able to develop a relationship with the guy and say, hey, congratulations, you won this sweepstakes. You need to pay for administrative costs. You need to pay for taxes. Money's on its way. And they would just develop this friendship with this guy and just kept stringing him along. And so over time, his family had to get involved, get power of attorney to stop the money from going to the bad guy. But yeah, they just drag you along. They make you pay these fees in order for you to collect on your winnings. And that's unfortunately very common.
Yeah, unfortunately. The victim here never entered a lottery. Why is that a red flag?
Well, it's much like the sweepstakes or the grant scam that you hear about. If you don't enter a contest, how in the world are you going to win a contest? So that's a giant red flag. So that's a really good identifier. If you do get that phone call, or if you do get an email or something in the mail, ask yourself, did I sign up for this? And whatever you do, don't write, or send your personal information to whoever's asking for it.
Yeah, you may think that you know what you signed up for, but sometimes I get kind of like, did we sign up for that? It's kind of crazy. I mean,
exactly. And then your mailbox is full with all those congratulations letters. So.
Exactly. A couple of questions here. How common is this type of scam, and is there a certain age group these scammers are targeting?
They don't target anyone in particular, but I think it's fair to say that our senior community, they're the ones oftentimes that fall victim to it because they may have more time on their hands, or they get excited when they see these types of sweepstakes that come in the mail. I know for my parents, they get flooded with all these fake sweepstakes emails and letters. So again, scammers, they don't discriminate. They'll just cast this wide net, send it out to tens of thousands of people, and if they can get 3 or 4 people to fall for it, they can make a lot of money.
Yeah, there are several variations of this scam. I mean, we talked about it a little bit here, but what are some clear red flags that people should look out for? And how do you know if it's a legitimate lottery or not? I mean,
well, first, we talked about earlier, if you didn't actually enter a contest or a lottery, you're not going to be in one, and you're not going to win one. So that's a red flag. If they ask you to pay fees up front, any money up front, that definitely is a red flag. You're not going to pay for something that you've actually won. So whatever you do, don't do that. And then I think the third and final red flag is when they ask you to confirm your personal information. It sounds like common sense. Just don't give your personal info to a stranger.
Yeah, we say that a lot, but it happens.
Yeah,
it happens all
like
the time.
Broken record. But.
If they do, if you fall for a scam like this, I mean, what should people do? I mean, it's already too late already, but I mean, what should people do? What are some of the options, real quick?
Right. Well, if you fall for it, monitor your accounts. Get a credit report. Your free credit report. You can get one a year. Look at your bank statements. Look at all your credit card accounts. If there is anything suspicious, any charge, you can always put a fraud alert on your accounts, and that way you can just stay on top of it. Unfortunately, if you do send money, it's going to be next to impossible to get that money back.
And finally, the Better Business Bureau has an online scam tracker tool. Tell us more about what this is all about.
It's BBB Scam Tracker, and you can find it at bbb.org/scam tracker, and there you see it right there. And this is it's a cool tool to help us prevent scams from happening in your area. And this is powered by just everyday folks who are out there who get a call or actually fall victim to a scam, they can report it, and you can actually zoom into your own neighborhood and see what scams are happening in real time down the street from you. Law enforcement's able to pull this information to help with their data, and then obviously consumers out there can use this as a prevention tool. Warn your family and friends that, hey, such and such scam is down the street. It's happening.
Wonderful tool to have, especially in these times right now. All right, David Quinlan, Better
Brian.
Business Bureau. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Back over to you.